Mine's newer, but all right. Well, we'll see how this goes. Maybe that's a weird angle? What do you? Oh, because this is a weird angle. All right, we'll see. We are out of our depths, and maybe Jeff is here. Maybe he's not. This is Dre Alvarez and
Dan Alvarez.
Dan Alvarez. We are not in any normal situation. I am at my parents' house. I wasn't going to do an I Must Drake You this week. If you recall, here, let's want to do an action shot of you cutting it open. So I wasn't going to do an I Must Drake You this week, but then Jeff was like, hey, I got a Christmas package for you. And I said, hey, send it to me at my folks' house because I'm going to be gone for a bit. And he did. They're like, heck, let's do it. Hey, Burrito. Hey, in the chat. Burrito, he's a big fan of ska, by the way.
Nice.
Which is good. He had like something on how like the Christmas, do you remember the Care Bear cousins? You don't? Like
I didn't watch
what?
the Care Bears.
How dare you? Yes, you did. Hey, Jeff. All right, so first thing we got from Jeff. We're revealing it live. I don't have my blue gloves. You get to see my dried out Colorado hands. This is this piece of paper. As we know, Jeff knows I like paper. Daniel is shaking his head. Yes, Daniel is my brother. He's had to put up with my crappy sense of humor for how many years now?
37.
Dear God, I'm sorry, man. But yeah, this is, I want to show this. So this is patreon.com/Jeff May, for those of you that don't know, station identification. One of the perks of that is Jeff will send you stuff in the mail every month if you go at the right tier. I'm at the obnoxious friend tier, which is I tell Jeff, don't send me stuff and then we're good friends. So, oh, nice. Okay, so.
Ooh.
We got, this will be good for breaking when I get back. Or, oh, interesting. You clever bastard, Jeff. So. Clerks reference. Completely forgot it. So Burrito in the chat said 37 in a row. Like Clerks. Like yeah. Oh, what? You're too cool?
I'm too cool for Kevin Smith.
So Jeff sent these. And like Jeff normally on like breaks likes to break things. And so this is not, you want to break these with me at the end of the, we'll get through the package, but we can break those. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay, we got some Monopoly. This is interesting because I actually texted Jeff about this. I got all distracted explaining this thing. Patreon.com/Jeff May. Jeff sends stuff out in the mail if you are awesome. And then because, we're co-producers and stuff, Jeff will like bundle stuff together and send a bunch. So Jeff sent, I actually asked Jeff, I was like, hey, I don't understand Monopoly cards for cards. And he's like, I don't either, but he got me some, and there's Jokic on the cover. So we'll see. Some of these I might save, bud, for future ones, Daniel, but we got that. Okay, we got some interesting thing. I'll point this out. If you're someone on eBay or whatever that sells cards or whatever, you have no excuse not to have good shipping stuff because you can reuse. So like Jeff clearly got something shipped to him at some point. You can just reuse it if you send out. Have you heard the Gambit story, Daniel? Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
That's nice.
That's the interesting one because it's the Tim Drake Robin, but the Tim Drake animated series.
Yeah.
So Tim Drake is my favorite comics Robin. You got a bunch of those comics. But they basically made the animated series Jason Todd.
And why is your Tim Drake? Because he figured out Batman's identity on his own?
It's just like the one I read. Like I found it. Yeah, definitely the nerdy Robin is going to be... I mean, come on. That's pretty straight. All right.
Tim Drake is the one that becomes Red Robin, right? Or whatever?
Yeah, and I actually have some of those. I had some of those on Comixology. That was a good thing. Okay, let's see. Ready to flip? 1, 2, 3.
Philadelphia.
Oh my God. Oh. So this is actually really impressive. So Oliver, if you are in the chat, I actually know this, Jeff. Full. Let's give a bunch of stuff. So Oliver, who is I Can Sort of Drawish on Instagram, put this on Instagram once, and I said, that is freaking rad. At some point, I'm going to have to arrange a trade. He made it up to Jeff's mint on card, and I'm assuming gave this to you. So basically, I was like, I love this. I want it. We need to figure some kind of trade or something out, and he gave it to Jeff. And so, Oliver, you're awesome. I'm going to tell you this. You suck at trading. Like, I was going to trade you something for this. You gave it away. Like, that's just bad business.
You don't have to give him anything.
Yeah. I don't know. What am I going to give Oliver? We did send him a nerd, and you'll get one too. One of the nerd postcards. So, that's half decent. This is the original. If I sent you the original nerd postcard, it might be a fair trade, but that is rad.
That's topical too, because I was revisiting the Tick comic episode today.
All right.
Actually.
I'll tell you what, because of that, we have an entrance here. Daniel, tell the tick story you told me before we got going. Juveniles in the chat, you get to appreciate this. Producer name you couldn't use.
Yeah, so I was listening to the episode of Nerd where they go over the Tick comic, and I hear Jeff talk about how there's different action figures. Specifically, there was, a 6-inch one and a 12-inch action figure, and I thought, man, I shouldn't have wasted my producer name as Dan's Ninja Turtle Ooze. I should have been Jeff's 12-inch Tick. Or maybe Jeff has a 12-inch Tick.
Yeah, that
would actually probably is a little.
Jeff has a 12-inch Tick. We can
Yeah.
change it for next month.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see.
All right, so we got the Tick. We got this Tick, and actually, technically, Jeff doesn't have. This is
You
what
have
this
a
is
12
8.
inch,
This is
yeah.
8.5 by 11. That's
Yeah.
almost 12.
So it's
Jeff,
not 12.
Dre's Tick is almost 12. Yeah.
Dre's Tick is almost as big as Jeff's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's close.
All right. Well, hopefully we're ready for juvenile brotherly interaction here. Okay. This is pretty rad. I should have actually we should have voted or whatever, because I'm not going to open all of these. Jeff has basically stocked me up forever.
Yeah.
On cards. So we're going to go over. Jeff sent me a bunch of stuff to break, which is cool, Jeff. So this is let's give a whole bunch of backstory. Before this, on December 22nd, the Fox Valley Card Show was coming to town, but unfortunately I was on an airplane, and then, as you know, we got kicked off the airplane, so I'd spent all day in the airport yesterday, and I missed a card show. And so Jeff sent me this package that was waiting for me when I got home, and it has more than I would have got at the card show. And we've got a follow-up story, but I'm not going to spoil it, Jeff. I'll wait for a mailbag, Jeff mailbag, I'm assuming, for another follow-up story with another awesome thing that happened yesterday. So I couldn't make the Appleton area card show yesterday, and then I came home with this. So we already popped the Star Wars one, but we've got a couple here, Daniel, so we'll figure out something together. We're not going to smoke the whole bag, but these are awesome. So just to clarify, from Jeff, you are this is like my Christmas package. It's just too darn cool. And Jeff, I got him the Nerd postcard for Christmas, which I thought was cool, but then I was like, I thought I was getting Jeff a present. I got that postcard I showed the thing. But then I'm like, this is kind of for me. So I feel bad. And then I told Jeff, because I'm traveling, I have a gift card to send him and a couple of things. That's a wait till I get back. So Jeff, you win Christmas this year, which is awesome. So we have Topps Chrome with 2 autographs. That, I think we're going to have to do that today. Look for the autographs. We've got the Topps NBA G League with 1 Chrome autograph. This was interesting because usually there aren't really good players in the G League, but I'm not sure if this has Brandon Pajemski, that could be interesting. I'm going to save that.
Pajemski?
He's for...
I don't know who any of
He's
those
for
are.
the Warriors. He's really good.
Yeah.
We've got the Monopoly cards, 2023-24. Those I think I'll say. So how about we do these? Me and my brother will bust open this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to your cleverness, Dan. You're gonna have to think of an 11, 12-inch Tick producer name for next month. We'll figure that out. And then we have these Topps Chrome. I've opened some of these. These are hit and miss because they have the Victor Wembanyama rookie card, but they're not this isn't officially licensed by the NBA, so they're all in just normal jerseys. And the Chrome cards are nice, but these are okay. But Jeff, if I pull a Victor Wemby rookie card out of this, I don't know how I'm going to react. Okay, so Oliver's got a suggestion for this one. A Tick so big it had to be clipped. This went off the rails. I was telling Dan, I was like, that is really immature, Daniel. And then we did it tonight and it went off the rails. So in just a second, we're going to look over this. So I'm assuming Jeff sent this in a Google package. I'm assuming these will be my rookie card tier. So if you sign up for patreon.com/Jeff May, you got a week to get the current price. Because next year it's going up because of shipping and handling. So this isn't quite what people would get. Jeff normally gives people about 12 to 15 cards a month, and I don't want them all because I've got so many. But these are things you could expect. And could you do me a solid and start slicing those up with your knife or whatever? Yeah. So that's an awesome. That is really cool one. Okay, so all right, so we got nice. I sent Jeff some of these, and I'm glad I got him back. So this, if you had signed up in October, I sent Jeff some of the Marvel Impel, like they basically made packages for trick or treaters, and I sent some of these to Jeff to send out to people, and then he sent some back. So we have Wolverine, the Keep Kids Safe, with She-Hulk on the back. Oh, I'm guessing this has got multiple, right? I'm guessing, Jeff.
Now,
you did this for safety.
Do you think She-Hulk is now worth more that she has been removed from, what is it, Phase 5 or Phase 6 of the Marvel movies?
This is multiple. I got it. So this is a full package. So that's cool. I'm actually going to keep that in there, and I'll open those when I get home. So these are cool. So yeah, these were the trick or treat ones. And so what were you asking about, She-Hulk?
Do you think She-Hulk's going to be worth more now that she's been removed from the Phase 5, 6?
She's removed?
Yeah, they replaced her with Deadpool.
Oh, huh.
Because, well, obviously Deadpool's a bigger draw.
Okay, and yeah, this is the other one. And so we have, these are the two different packs we can get. So the Spider-Man on the front of this one with Captain America on the back, Wolverine on the front, and I don't know the middle card, but this will cover the gamut. There's 6 cards in the set, right? All right, thanks, Jeff. So full set of the trick-or-treat cards. It's still in cards, so I think I'm going to have to leave those in the package. Now, Jeff knows I am a huge fan of Jubilee, and Jeff, this Jubilee card rocks.
It looks like
the 1996 Fleer X-Men. This is the Generation X Jubilee. I actually really like the Generation X comic. So Jeff did a really good Jubilee impression. If you're a patron, patreon.com/Jeff May. If not, you get to wait a year, but we did the Have Yourself a Morlock Christmas, which is an episode of X-Men the Animated Series, and Jeff has opinions as well as a Jubilee impression.
It's pretty great.
Oh, wait, we got a bunch. Oh, man, you got so many Jubilees, man. Okay, so we got, seems like a joke, like Cherries Jubilee or something. I don't know. Cards Jubilee. Wow. Marvel Recharge. Yeah, you're right. That was unintentional, though, so whatever. Get your mind out of the gutter. So we got Jubilation Lee, Exploding Energy Globules with the Gambit boots. Are those Gambit boots? Yeah, they do. Those are the Gambit boots. I didn't notice that. Good eye, Oliver. Okay, we got Jubilee. I don't like this card. This card seemed...
Caretaker Jubilee?
Yeah, it's something. I don't know.
Is that like Sugar Girl?
This is Spring Break. All right, that's all right. Oh, I like this one because obviously Jubilee with Wolverine was a big one. So Jubilee Sidekick, the Wolverine timeline. That is pretty cool. And then this, we talked about this, the crucifixion one that Jeff, in the comments, you mentioned this like 20 times, but I should know the artist that did this. We talked about them a bunch. Hey, Zach. Welcome. Okay, this is an interesting rogue. It's got about the same animation quality as certain scenes in the animated series. Cerebro Scan. Her name's unrevealed. We know her name, though, in like the comics and stuff, right? And this is her mutant power. Okay, so we get to be nerds here, right? Mm-hmm. Her mutant powers are not super strength, stamina, and flight. Her mutant power is absorption.
Yeah.
Those obviously. We all know.
I mean, anyone who doesn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, what come on, nerds.
Freaking.
Yeah. Okay, got another Jubilee. All right. I think so far, if we were going to do like power rankings, so far this Gambit Boots Jubilee is my favorite so far. So
why do you like Jubilee so much?
I mean, the easy answer, right, is I got into X-Men through the animated TV show, and she was the one. So like my two favorite characters are like Jubilee and Rogue, and it's not actually. Oh, I love this is awesome.
Oh, nice.
Jubilee or a Rogue kicking Sora in the head. That's so cool. But I was just going to say that I got into the X-Men through the animated series, and that's Jubilee is like the teenager entrance character.
She's the reason they have to explain things to the audience.
And I mentioned this, our Uncle Angel, he gave me his comic collection, which started with like X-Men 172, where Rogue joins the X-Men. Mm-hmm. And, originally, like in the first movie, she's younger.
Yeah.
And so basically the teenager avatar for the X-Men is in my two runs, the animated series and the comic, were Jubilee and Rogue. So it's not hard to see why they're my two favorite characters. She's dead. Like,
I mean, yeah.
I mean, she doesn't have super speed. Well,
that's the thing
Juggernaut's
about Jubilee.
right on her.
She's kind of like the weakest X-Men.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. What happens is at one point with Generation X, they're like, we have these super powerful X-Men. Let's keep on the comic theme. I have this one as well. Jeff and I have both gotten this. This is from the first iteration of Marvel Universe with Skybox. I never recognized that signature, Jeff. You'll have to correct me, but this is not a super strong rogue, but that is because this is a full scene. This is not an individual rogue. It is a full scene. And so the rogues, okay, so by the way, we got some comments. So Oliver asked about the Generation X movie. That is on the docket for a future nerd. We just have to find a spot for it. I did see it. I do not remember it, but I do know I recorded off of TV. So excited. Okay, we got Bull Tazine. Oh, yes, I asked for this. So, by the way, Landon, if you're in the chat, if not, let me know. I did explicitly ask for the Garbage Pail Slurpin' Samus card. We both love Metroid, and my kid's been playing Super Metroid and really enjoying it. That, oh my, look at that rogue. That's a pretty, they don't get to see it. Daniel gets to see it. We're looking at a cool rogue. You guys get to see what, nope. Daniel likes Shaw. That is an awesome rogue card. I don't know what's going on, but that's cool. Oh, this is Thor Rogue. Thor Rogue. That's cool. I like that's up there now, Jeff. I'm gonna have to start power ranking all my Rogue and Jubilees cards. Clockwise. Is it? Oh, okay. So apologies. We've got the phone. Sorry, Jeff. Okay. We're all out of sorts because I'm recording off of my phone. I actually have this Jubilee card. All right, this is embarrassing. Jeff, I may, when this is done, take it, like, I may actually edit it because I can, do that. Hilarious. All right, because we're seeing it this way, but there's, it's good.
Classic.
Sorry, everyone. Angles. You're all awesome.
We just wanted you to see the world through a different...
I love this. I know I think I asked for this Mystique. This is a cool card from the Upper Deck Marvel Beginnings. Okay. Oh, yep. I asked for this one too, Daniel. Actually, Dan, Merry Christmas.
Nice.
Not this one, though. This one I'm keeping. So the Topps Chrome Wicked W Warwick card. I asked for this one.
Danny Trejo.
Yep. Okay. What else we got? Okay, so Daniel, Daniel, this is, I'm going to show this really quick. Hopefully, I'll turn it the right way and then turn it back. My brother, because there are two of us, I only have me, actually organized all the stuff we're going to start going through. So that is useful. We'll get through those, and then when we're done, we'll break some cards, and that'll be a night. This has been fun. This is the old school. What year is this? This Rogue. Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Keep me on it. This is this is super old. This is 1987. Like, this is a set that's unaffordable to break, unfortunately. That is a garbage. Yeah, so Burrito, that's the Samus Garbage Pail kit that we got. And I asked for this explicitly. Slurpin' Samus. Cool. All right. See what? Oh yeah, this is the Wanda. Oh man, the WandaVision. The WandaVision. I Can't Feel You. Vision head, and I love this set. The Upper Deck, the Marvel Studios cards. They look really good. So Jeff has done WandaVision. I think you just did some of the She-Hulk, which look good too. Hey Walker. Mocker in the chat. All right. Grogu, this will probably go to the little kid, but I asked for those.
The client.
Yeah, keep going. You got to, like Jeff always does the thing. You got to keep on brand. Can you do the?
I feel like it's too hard to like. He's just so particular with the way. See, like the more you do it, you just lose it.
Yeah, but Jeff's got a pretty good one though. So yeah, we got that. And then somehow Palpatine has returned, which I don't know if this is intentional on Jeff's part, but like, you know how Jeff and I occasionally disagree.
Yeah.
And so like Jeff can get amusing to me because he'll be like, I don't like the canon, the background stuff. Okay. Oh, no, we'll get to these next. But Jeff's like, hey, I don't know why everybody complained about Palpatine's return in the horrible third movie. We saw it in theaters together.
Skywalker.
Yeah. He's like, because clearly in The Mandalorian, they're alluding to the fact that they're cloning Palpatine. I'm like, so your defense of Rise of Skywalker is, yeah, just watch Mandalorian Season 2.
But the problem is, even then they're like, how did he come back? Like, somehow. And it's like, you could have just been like, cloning technology.
Yeah, I mean, there is cloning.
That's literally like the same amount
of
and
when we see it too, but then it gets all silly because it implodes.
Syllables. Cloning or somehow.
These were requested. So Jeff broke these with Adam Todd Brown. This is like going through all the breaks, Jeff. I'm loving this.
To me that
so
Tone Loc has a trading
Yeah,
card.
the Pro Set Superstar. So Tone Loc, from Surf Ninjas.
Oh, cool.
And I actually was just talking to Nick Cowan a little today because we just missed each other. So Nick Cowan of the Surf Ninjas episode, he literally is leaving Denver right now. So Nick Cowan and I both crossed over being in Denver at the same time. And I am showing up just as he's leaving, which I was like, oh, bummer, because it would have been cool to see him. But one of my favorite stories is in the movie Surf Ninjas, Nick Cowan surfs down a mountain on Tone Loc, and that's like a practical effect. They just put like a board underneath him. That's like my favorite part. He's like,
they didn't have the budget for
but
CGI
I love it. He's just like, the surfing is fake. He's like, all of this other stuff is fake. He's like, but surfing on Tone Loc, no, that's real.
That's real.
But yeah, these are nerd cards because I basically said when he broke these cards with Adam Todd Brown, I said I wanted the Tone Loc in the Surf Ninjas episode and the Vanilla Ice. And Daniel, by the way, another gift for you because you were on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze episode, and that had Vanilla Ice.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna feel okay.
The fact that he has a trading card is baffling to me.
Now, I don't know what to do with these because this makes sense because I'm Colorado Avalanche, big fan. Bernie's, is that our mascot?
I don't know.
I guess we have a mascot named Birdie. Okay.
I barely know about the Nuggets, let alone
Howard Shue. This, I think he's just enjoying this as a badminton player. That's awesome. And this is from Topps. What set is this? It's Topps Chrome, like Topps Olympics or something, right? I'm assuming. Yeah, because it's got that. Here's some Olympics cards. And then Kate Ledecky, who is just a remarkable swimmer, right? Just freaking amazing. And is she the one with the like the she like? So Daniel's saying he doesn't know, but we're gonna see if you know. Like she like did like something where she like swam with chocolate milk on her head to like show her balance and stuff.
Yeah. Neat.
Let's see if that's on. So she won her second of. I'm reading it this way. Sorry, just so I can read. Second of 4 gold medals in 2016. To win that. Yep. That's awesome. Okay, we're almost through the cards. We got a purple variant KD from the same set. These are the Olympic ones. An amazing one. Oh no, I'm gonna miss a Pokemon battle. That's life. Okay. Then we have another Kevin Durant. Big fan. This one I'm a fan of. Carmelo Anthony, who was like my start of blogging. You've been there through all of that, me talking about
Which is hilarious to me because that was when we first started disagreeing about basketball. Because you would tell me that Carmelo was not that good of a player.
He's not.
And I would say, but he is.
But he's not. Okay, Diana Taurasi, the White Mamba.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, Jeff got his shoes. Then we have a Steph Curry. I do love Steph Curry. And then, thank you. Then the Admiral, one of the best, I think him and Hakeem Olajuwon both have quadruple doubles, which is a ridiculous feat. So, okay, so again, this is multiple months, but just as a point, patreon.com/Jeff May. If you go for any of the rookie card tiers, you do like the 3-face or whatever, you get like this much stuff. This is multiple months. And then if if you're my brother, I'll like give you some. I'm sure Shavana's going to be like, Dre gave you a Vanilla Ice and Danny Trejo card. And I'm like, yeah. All right, let's see. Can you hook me up? This is that. I'll start.
I think this was the original box.
Is that just the original? There's nothing in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
the Robin. All right. Okay. So those are our cards. We got, again, look at that haul. So we've got that so far. We'll do a full thing at the very end. So and we'll put that in there so it doesn't broken. But tell you what, if you open up the what do you want to do? We each do one, or how many have we got here?
This one?
We'll do that one too. 3, 4, 5,
so
6,
many
7,
cards.
8, 9, 10. How many packs are in that?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's just, how long have we been going? How long you got? We can go for a bit.
Yeah.
Kind of your call. We do, of course, have family and friends and everything in the next room. We don't want to do too much, but I'm also enjoying this immensely. With my little brother too, who's taller than me. It's not fair. Like most of our life, you were so much shorter than me, and I was definitely a bully. And then one day I woke up, and you're like, I am way bigger than you and stronger.
But the fun time when the older brother says, we shouldn't fight anymore.
But I got broader shoulders, right?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's go for some of the chromes. I know what we'll put on top of that. An R2-D2, not bad. A Yerek Yeager. Don't know who that is. He's a pilot, apparently. We got a Grogu. And then we got the Solo from the Solo movie, which I still need to watch because Jeff has said he actually really enjoyed this movie, the Han Solo one. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
It's okay.
it's fine.
Okay, you gonna open yours or open one?
I open them all.
You open. Well, you gotta show them.
No, you go ahead.
What? It's not.
Fine, not for me.
Well, we're doing this together though. Like you can
I'm
participate.
Vanna White. All right.
Okay. Well, he said it, not me, but I love it. Got Tuscan sheep. Oh, nice. Did you see this SNL clip where he's the dad, like on the phone?
Yeah.
I laughed so hard at that. So Bill Burr is a dad on SNL. Calls up, was like, "Hey, Dad, how's it going?" He's like, "Well, I'm gonna let you go." I'm like, watching Dan go rogue. So you've been going. Jeff made an X-Men pun. Watching you go rogue has been fun. Just like rogue, like the X-Men has been rogue. No, I explained the joke. That's what you do. You got a
because Rogue is an X-Man,
and then rogue also means like go against.
Yeah, and it's also a D&D character.
Yeah, and then you could also be like the rogues gallery. You know.
Oh yeah.
Is this was this the guy that was Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Cal Kestis. No, that is not Remy Malek. That is.
Oh my gosh.
That's the Joker from the Gotham series. He's that actor, but he's the.
Huh.
He is the live action.
So this is like a green prism.
The Force Unleashed and also the Force. I don't know. I don't know. It's the two video games of the Star Wars thing right now.
Jeff, I'm unprepared. I didn't bring any of my sleeves, but I got some extra stuff over here. We'll see on that. Let's keep going. So yeah, it's that. This is just trash. It's the one part about Breaking, man. You just wind up with so much trash when you're done. Hey. Okay. Canon Yaris. Kanan. Okay. Well, I stopped watching at some point. This one.
Read a book.
Well, when you read, you don't get it because, you mispronounce things, and that's always the worst with names. Then we got Kumail Nanjiani, not buff like he was for, the Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like after all the backlash for the Eternals, just like worn and beaten with a gun in his hand. Okay, so we've got Cam Monaghan as Cal Kestis, Sam Whitaker as Starkiller, and Cannon as Freddie Prinze Jr. Thank you, Jeff.
Duh.
Thanks, bud. All right. And so, yeah. Keep going. All right, we got our Lando, old Lando. How's your Lando impression?
Billy D. Williams.
Not that bad.
That was also a weird thing about Last Skywalker. Like at the end, he's like, "Let's go find your father," and it's like, is he gonna adopt this girl or is he gonna date this girl?
Yeah, that wasn't the implication supposed to be that it was his unknown daughter or something, and then they just because with everything in that movie
because there's only 4 black people in all of Star Wars, so they're all related.
We got another Grogu. This one's a prism right. If you look on the back, this is the lesson you learned from Jeff, or am I wrong? I don't know. This looks different, right? Am I crazy or am I don't know where they all
the right way.
Tilted, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, this is why you're here. This is why I don't have to. And Jeff's mentioning between all of his conventions and stuff a bunch. Like I know he said at one point he was, Freddie Prinze Jr. sounds fascinating and so Jeff says it's subset. They're all refractors. We got a Leia Organa, so we got old Leia and old Lando in the same pack. That's a good pack.
I like that she never took Solo's name.
She wouldn't sink Solo.
Oh my goodness.
What?
So is this Darth Maul being cut in half?
Well, you can see his legs. So I'm sorry, the wrong direction, but if you look.
But he kind of gets some metal legs and he puts pants over him at one point. So it's he might have metal legs. When he has pants on.
These guys, the fifth brother. Forrest Whitaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Chewbacca. That's a good one.
What is it? Bogatti.
What?
He's got that weird tentacle monster that. Oh, you need to watch Rogue One.
I haven't seen Rogue One yet.
Oh my goodness! How are you a Star Wars fan?
I don't know. I read the books and stuff.
The time it's taken you to break all of these, you could have watched both of those movies.
It'd be less fun than breaking the cards, though. So you're here. I spend time with you. Oh. Okay. I don't know any. We got the sec. I don't know.
Ezra? You don't know Ezra?
Is there someone better than Ezra? If this episode ends with my brother just like choke holding me out, I deserved it.
Also from The Force Unleashed, right there.
All right, Force Unleashed. Second sister, but is like the second sister and the fifth brother? Is there any overlap?
I mean, they are all Inquisitors that hunt down the remaining Jedi after Order 66.
Oh, that's rough.
And I think she's the one that is like, she's like kind of the main antagonist in like the first of those Force.
I have to send this to Jeff, Mon Mothma. Okay. Qui-Gon Jinn. You know, it all went downhill when she cut her hair. Is that reference too old?
You talking about Felicity?
Yeah.
Why did it? I didn't watch the show, but I know she cut her hair.
She's the actress that played Felicity.
Yeah.
You know, she's also in like a bunch of Flight on the Conchord stuff.
Huh.
She just like randomly shows up.
Yeah.
It's a good show. Flight on the Conchord is good stuff. I need to finish watching that too, actually.
Count.
Okay, Burrito followed up my better than Ezra joke. He said they're all less than Jake.
That's pretty good. I like less than Jake though.
All right, they're a good band. I was listening to what do they do? What's the one? I'm thinking of Goldfinger. How am I dropping? Less Than Jake had a bunch of good stuff I liked. And then we've got our Count Dooku. If Jeff was here, he'd do his. He's got a great Dooku voice. Jeff's got a lot of good voices. Like I said, I'm probably going to have to go through the X-Men episode because I did a super cut when he was in R.I.P. Carl Weathers. He was so good on that show. He's awesome too.
My wife has never laughed so hard as when Carl Weathers was like, "He's gonna eat me," you know, when Grogu goes to heal him.
Oh,
and she was like, I love this show, and she would occasionally be like, "Can we watch that scene again?" And it was like, that's not even a.
We should get her and Baby Daniel in the same room and have them like they'll both. I just loved him on. I haven't actually watched all like Arrested Development, but I like when he showed up. He's just
he's like the
bone.
You got yourself a stew.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. I don't know this one. You're gonna get mad at me. I don't know anybody.
I think that's a common theme.
He's a Jedi.
That's Deborah Wilson from Mad TV.
That is. See, that could have been cool. That was just like an image, right, in one of the movies. But like Dark Ray. Yeah. And then.
Yeah.
All right. We got a Prism Kumail. Awesome. So our hits in this pack are like a Prism Kumail and what was the other one? Got 2 packs left. That maybe get an autograph or whatever. I don't think Fiona Shaw, I don't believe, is in this one, but if she was, Jeff, that would be wild. Or maybe she is. I don't know. We got Captain Phasma, Breen of Tarth. I know that one.
What a wasted character.
Oh, this one's good. Whatever this is. Manga Madness. And this is I remember these because like the Bounty Hunters like book was good. So all the Bounty Hunters, we don't need their scum. Oh yeah, Jeff was pointing out these are all like the Grogu cards that are like because it's a subset.
Is that the stormtrooper that punched him?
No, that's
or is
later.
That Jason Sudeikis, the one that couldn't hit anything.
And then we got Beru Lars. Wait, so what was the deal with Jason Sudeikis not being able to hit anything on the?
Yeah, so in like that episode, it's him and then the guy from Happy Endings are 2 stormtroopers.
Wait, the other one's Jason Sudeikis?
Yeah, and they can't, and they do the whole like kind of joke of like stormtroopers can't hit anything.
Huh, I didn't know that was Sudeikis as the other one because I know he's that, and then he also shows up in Iron Man 3, and then my son loves him in Knuckles, the TV show.
Nice.
We got ourselves the CGI Luke. And then what we got he was in Thor 2, right?
Yep.
He's also Good Will Hunting.
Skarsgård?
Yeah, might have to. That's a good.
He's in Dune. He's in a lot.
Yeah.
He's like in everything.
Yeah, Jeff brought up Adam Pally. Yeah, Adam Pally is fantastic. Oh, did we miss? We missed a couple. Okay. Oh, heck yeah. So these are what we asked for. So by the way, okay.
Show the people.
No,
they
get their own. So this is amazing. We're bringing him up. This is very topical because we're.
Every time.
37 in a row, man. Okay. So Nick Cowan on the Surf Ninjas episode, when I was done, he does the Surf Ninjas shop on Instagram. And he has stickers. And I was like, hey, it would be cool to send out some stickers. Can I buy some off you? And he's like, yeah, I'll give you a friends and family discount. And it was a ridiculously low price. So I got all the patrons, got some, the rookie card people. And then of course I get mine too. So this is the Moto Surf one, which is not a thing.
And the Game Gear.
And this, I don't know. This, Jeff, if Nick was still in town, I would have to track him down and maybe get him. These, I got 2, so you definitely get one. Here, you got one each. These are awesome. So if you were on the Patreon tier, patreon.com/Jeff May, one of the rookie card tiers, send stuff in the mail. Occasionally, if we get good deals on guests on Jeff Has Cool Friends, also on the Patreon tier, we'll get stuff like this. So Nick Cowan, friend of the show, Jeff's cool friend, gave us a discount on these stickers and sent them all out to that. Is that Ron Lim? Jeff, go with a pun. Who do we got as the artist here, Jeff? We'll see in a second.
Signed.
It is signed, yeah.
Oh, locked in.
It's so here's why this is great. And Jeff is indulging my bad humor. So Ron Lim is an amazing artist that Jeff knows, of course.
Sure.
Cool friend.
Who doesn't he know?
I know, right?
Right.
Well, okay, this is a story we can tell. It's topical because we're here. Before I get back, don't worry, I'll get back to Ron Lim and everybody. Down in our parents', like in our basement, there is a photo that's like signed from like an event they went to back in the day.
Yeah.
And it's signed by Edward James Olmos. And I was just like, what? And they're like, yeah, we saw him at this event. We got him to sign it. And so I just randomly texted Jeff. I was like, my parents have a signed poster with Edward James Olmos. And Jeff's response was to respond with a photo of him interviewing.
He's like, oh, you mean my drinking buddy?
Yeah. And he's like, we all know Edward James Olmos. You don't. You're the only one here. I was like, fine. Okay, so Ron Lim, Jeff knows everybody.
Oh, he's like, Eddie?
I always make jokes. His last name is Lim. And so whenever he draws cards with like body parts, so this is a Mr. Fantastic arm, I'm like, Ron Lim is good at drawing limbs. That's why I never get to meet him.
But can he draw feet? Isn't that like the common trope with like the old comics, is that they weren't good at drawing feet, so Superman...
That's Liefeld. And Jeff may have gotten like... So yeah, like Jeff... You got blocked by Liefeld at one point, right? How dare you, Jeff? How dare you? Jeff just in the chat said you don't even like Edward James Olmos. He is pulling a bit that is normally pulled on him, on me, about a thing that stings. It's fine, Jeff. We all like Battlestar Galactica. Okay, so we are past time, so I'll leave it to you. Do you want to do more, or do you want to call it good?
I'm around.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's
limited PTO, baby.
This is gambling. If we get yelled, so there is a. I will say this: we are at home. We're visiting the family. Knife boy. It's Dre and his sidekick, Knife boy.
I was just listening to the Tick episode too, where it's like Arthur is with all the other sidekicks, and he's like, "Why are these teenagers sidekicks? This is such a terribly dangerous thing." And of course, in our history, I'm the one with the knives, always being younger.
So Liefeld is the only comic artist that can't draw feet. And I was talking to Jeff a little bit about this earlier this week. I think I can remember it was in chat or on a movie night at Gamefully. But I randomly gotten like, didn't go super long. I actually just like dipped out. But I was like arguing movie grosses with him because he was like, see, this movie did much better this week. And I was like, last year than this. And I was like, that's because it was released on like spring break and kids were seeing it. He was trying to argue like two different movie grosses and why one week was better. And I was like, these weeks aren't the same because of this event. He was like, nah, I'm right on my point on movie. Because, he comes up all the time to basically say Deadpool proves why no one knows movies. Okay, and was this G League? Or what do you got? This, so we got Topps Chrome, OTE. So this could potentially have, I think, the two brothers that were on the front of the cards on the previous set, but we'll see. This league has gone under, so it's actually possible, as silly as it sounds, this card set could actually potentially be worth something in the future because this league has gone under. But I'm not going to recognize like any of these names, which is fine. And if I do, it means they actually made it to the NBA and are half decent. But we'll see who we get as our auto. Might even be coming. No, okay. And it looks like they at least got the licensing, so I'll give that. That's the rookie card, but most of these will be rookie cards.
Do they need the licensing at the league?
I wonder if this is he related to Manute Bol and Bol Bol?
There's a guy named Bol Bol.
Yeah, Manute Bol's son is named Bol Bol, and then unfortunately Manute Bol has passed. He died of cancer, which is a bummer. I love Manute Bol is a fascinating character.
And here I am making fun of his son's name.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to go with that. It's like your first name's Bull, your last name. That's like
You don't get to choose your name, so you can make fun of it, you know?
Yeah, let's see. This is yep, and this is what Jeff noted. If you look in the top left corner, it says refractor. Oh, Oliver said nerd versus nerd debate. We got Oliver. We got ideas. we got stuff. Daniel pitched something to me that I've already texted Jeff about, and Jeff was like, "Yeah, man, whatever. Could be funny." And I'm looking forward to that.
A resounding endorsement from Jeff.
I do not like. So here's the thing. I'm actually behind on getting like my NBA numbers for this year. So I used to, as you know, for a variety of reasons, be really good at random NBA players, but I just haven't had as much time. I've been busy. And so I don't recognize any of these players. But that's also the fun of it, is that if any of these people pulls a Nikola Jokic, who was drafted in the second round in the middle of a Taco Bell commercial, if any of these players go off, this set is rare because it's gone under.
Which is weird that he hasn't signed like a sponsor thing with Taco Bell. It's like, it's just so perfect.
He's so awesome. Like, he had a random commercial. He wanted his buddy in it with like a donkey and a thing. Like, he's just awesome. And also NBA players. So we got Phys Ed with the Quan Davis. That's an interesting card. All right. I like this set. This is like, here's the annoying thing. Like, if you're not going to know the people and you're not going to go hunting for specific things, like, you know, a Victor Wembanyama rookie card, which could potentially be in here, you should at least like the set. And this set I like, Jeff. This is a good set. All right. All of them are rookies. So like I said, that if any of these players ever goes off in the NBA, this will be an awesome rookie card from a set. So Jeff, this is definitely cool to go for. And yeah, so here's the thing, Jeff. Dre, speaking of myself in the third person, you know, which endears you to everybody, in many years would. I have been so busy with like work and other stuff that I'm actually, if you look on Twitter, which I'm not really on anymore, I haven't shut down my account, but it's still there. Jason Jackson.
Nothing like promoting yourself on something you no longer use.
Well, what I'm gonna say is there are literally people that their only thing to me is like, "Yo, you're gonna update the Box Score Geeks," which is the site where I did all the basketball numbers. So I literally have people just like, "Yo, you're gonna do that?" And I'm like, eventually. Like, I want to talk about X-Men with Jeff. And, okay, so let's see. Jeff said a Santos Cyril out of 5 out of these. Jeff, I'm going to have to look. After this, I promise I'll do some due diligence and do some research. Like, it's going to sound mean. Don't nobody be mad at. A lot of these players feel like NBA 2K play. Like, if, you had an auto generator like Amari Evans, where you just start putting together names. Peyton Marshall. I like the hair, dude.
Well, if you don't have any.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Yeah,
that's why you went. That's why I've been going for the beard, man. Said you annoy me because you're like me with we're slowly morphing into the same person, but you got better hair and I hate your hairline, man. And the other day, actually, on what was I going to say, on the Ugfine episode with Jeff, they were literally talking about like a friend's hairline. Apparently, Lisa Harden, cool friend of Jeff, has like really good hair, is what Kim says. So far, batting 0 on recognizing any of these, Jeff, but they are cool. Look, I like that's just a cool card. So this is the one Jeff said he pulled an of 5 of. This was it this card, by the way, Jeff? Like, did you get a variant of this Santos Cyril card? Like, this is a cool looking card. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Daniel agrees. 1 out of 1 Daniels agree. Okay, I haven't hit an auto yet, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, here we go. So Bryson Tiller. Now, if I was at home, in front of my computer, I could start looking up stats and stuff. But we'll at least, and will it have any stats in the back or just say congrats? Okay, so it just says autograph card from Bryson Tiller. As mentioned, I don't have any of my supplies. I didn't think to bring any, which I should. I knew Jeff sent this to me. So that's just me being Reinman DeSantos and.
It's a reason to visit Mile High Comics.
Oh. Is that so? Which one is it? Where's Mile High at?
It moved to like a giant warehouse off of the highway, off of I-70.
If we get time, we should check that out. That'd be fun. There's a place called All in a Dream Comics that I used to go to, and I actually at one point ticked off the owner. But then what's kind of hilarious in hindsight is I've like looked at the reviews of the place and I've been like, oh, maybe I'll visit when I come back. Like apparently he's gotten really agoraphobic and like people just leave like reviews like we went to this shop and the guy just like shut the door and said it was closed even though it said it was open and he was there. It's like so maybe I broke him. Maybe young
down or something like that.
Yeah, he was a weird owner. Okay, so Jeff said it, he might have pulled it from the previous year. And yeah, I'm not seeing rookie. So to Jeff's point, is yours a rookie card? Because yeah, I've got another Santo Cyril, but it's not. It doesn't say rookie on it. So if yours is a rookie card, that's just a cool card, like Hurricane Hill. And I hope you succeed. So that's Romello. Oh, I got you. That's a nickname, but Romello Hill, Hurricane Hill, cool card. It would be cool to just succeed because that's a cool card. Like or not if I ever run into them. So Jeff has like a fun. I'm trying to think, Jeff. You were sharing one of your things where you had like I'm forgetting the actor's name, but he had a photo. He was like this guy was in like Dunstan Checks In. Just such a I've seen that movie because of David Bell over at Gamefully Unemployed, where you can find Jeff. You can find Jeff station identification patreon.com/Jeff May. Repeat it a bunch of times. Find him over at the You Don't Even Like This network of shows where he is on You Don't Even Like This podcast and You Don't Even Like Sports regularly. Find him over at Gamefully Unemployed. And let's see, what else? I don't know, Jeff. I think it's Mint on Card. Trying to think of any other podcasts he's been on he's been on everything. Jeff goes on all the podcasts. So, but yeah, he was saying that there was this actor who was in Dunstan Checks In. He was like, I want an autograph photo of you in Dunstan Checks In. And this guy just got really annoyed.
Dunstan was the monkey?
Yeah, Dunstan's a monkey. And
Yeah.
Yep. And then we've got, what does it say? On the Reapers, Amari Evans.
Nice.
All right. What? 4, 5 left? So many cards, Daniel. Okay. I'll go quick. Any comments you want to have, Daniel? Okay, so it was the guy the guy who was in Beetlejuice and Demolition Man was in Dunstan Checks In. And Jeff's like, I want a lot of Santo Cyril. Cyril? I hope I'm saying it right. It was like Killian Murphy, right? It could be Kirill. There's one.
Killian Murphy.
It's Killian, I believe.
Oh, do you now?
I believe so. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Killian Murphy, right? Okay. And that killed Daniel. He just broke. All right. You seen Oppenheimer?
I actually have not. It's one of the few. The hard part was with the wife. You're like, I want to watch this movie that's 3 hours long, and she's like, I would rather watch Love Actually.
Anyway,
you trade that for video game time.
I finally got around to seeing The Imitation Game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which I dug, but I would say like in those movies, even though I have seen this kind of behavior, it's always weird in nerd movies where like the nerds bullied him because he was a nerd, and I'm like, they're all nerds.
Yeah, but nerds bully nerds.
Sometimes, but I don't know. Gotta run it from Darian Sutton. All right. There we got one more auto, and man, look at all these cards. Dear God. I overextended this, but this is like what Jeff does. This is a Christmas episode. I wasn't expecting this. Mine isn't allowed to contact me. I don't know what that means. So Walker in the chat, I don't know the context. I've been talking a lot, just jabbering. And Walker, or Mocker, said, mine isn't allowed to contact me, so I don't know who that is. Someone's not allowed to contact Mocker, who, by the way, if you have not watched the last episode of Jeff May's Mailbag, actually, Jeff, here's the funny thing. That was recorded on the other channel, on the Jeff Has Cool, on the Hey There, Jeffro channel, not on the Jeff Has Cool Cards channel. But you should hop over there because we have filled it with all of the backlog of all of the Jeff Has Cool Friends and Nerd episodes. And that one has an amazing, funny, inadvertent button with a gift from Walker Morgan. It happens. I mean, I don't know, Jeff. I'm recording things sideways in a basement of a place I don't know. So many cards, Daniel. I really overcommitted to this. Daniel's just fading in the corner. Okay, so we have an autograph patch card. So this is, I'm not even, Daniel, I'm not even gonna, because if he's watching, if this guy's a fan of Jeff's and he watches the show, he's gonna hate me.
Efiosa Oliogu.
We'll go with that. But we've got a signed patch card, and I actually got Kristaps Porzingis of this that came back rated as, I believe, a 9, Jeff, which is pretty good. Let's see what it says. Sorry, it is sideways, so I can actually read it. It's a little better. It says the relic contained in this card was worn by the featured player. The execution of all player-worn memorabilia is witnessed by a Topps representative to guarantee authenticity. But this could be anything. They could have literally just had him come in. They are shiny as hell, Alex. I agree. And apologies, it's harder in the chat because, yeah, the phone, we're like, we get a picture of like the setup or something, but it's sideways and everything. And I guess Hurricane is just the theme. It's not a nickname. That's a bummer, unless they're multiple people named Hurricane, like with the nickname Hurricane. Or just they nickname everybody in this league the Overtime Elite League Hurricane. And then, like, if one of them sticks, right? And by the way, Jeff, I'm going to make it through this entire box recognizing 0 players off the top of my head. But I will do my due diligence when I'm done and see if there are any that made it to the NBA or were drafted or anything. And, you know, regardless, they're still one of the best basketball players to have ever played the game. And boom. All right. That is it. Amazing haul from Jeff May. And I didn't even get to open all of it. We've got some stuff when I get back to Colorado. Some Topps Chrome. Some Topps Monopoly.
Sideways.
Some Sideways in the underground. Some Topps G League. As well as, again, if you go to patreon.com/Jeff May, a haul like this can be yours over the course of a couple months. Pretty easy. Awesome stuff from Jeff May. My Jubilee and Rogue collections have just gotten bigger and bigger. Awesome stuff. Happy holidays. Was not expecting to do a break today, but, you know, Daniel was willing to do it. Jeff was around. Thank you, everybody. And yeah, let's see. Everybody's saying Merry Nerdmas appreciated. If you are a member of the Patreon, a Patreon member, Jeff put a thing up. We tried to send Christmas cards from the Nerd Show to a bunch of you. So hopefully you're all getting yours. Daniel, you should be getting yours. I did track it. You haven't gotten yours net. The Rymen allegedly have gotten theirs, so that's cool. So anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm going to try and end this correctly, but I could 100% see mucking that up, and we'll end on the amazing I Can Sort of Draw Tick, which I requested and got. So thank you, everybody. Happy holidays. I don't know what this week looks like, Jeff, in terms of everything, but I hope we all just are chill. What you should do is go through the backlog, find your favorite episodes of Jeff Has Cool Friends and Nerd, and tell us about it in the comments. That's what you should do. All right, everybody. Love you all. We'll talk to you in the next year. Let's see.